The mission brief was simple: create the definitive map of the neighborhood, detailing not just the geography, but the secrets and character of every house on the block. 10-year-old Alex saw his street not as a stretch of asphalt and lawns, but as a complex territory of friendly borders, dangerous zones, and hidden landmarks. This was not a casual sketch. This was Operation Block Reconnaissance. Alex started with his gear, a large sheet of butcher paper, the perfect canvas for an empire, a set of colored pencils reserved only for serious cartography, and a cheap plastic compass borrowed from a forgotten scout kit. He set up his command post on the front porch, the highest tactical advantage point, facing the street. The first step was establishing the cardinal grid. North was the direction of Mrs. Henderson's house, due to her stoic Northern European demeanor, and south was the bustling intersection near the park. He drew a bold, clean line down the center of the paper representing the Great Divide, the street itself. Next came the structures. He didn't just draw rectangles, he drew fortresses of varying degrees of interest. The Whispering Willows, the Miller House. This house was famous for its ancient, massive willow tree. On the map, Alex drew the house small and neat, but the willow was huge, its canopy labeled a perimeter of shadows and dotted with tiny X's marking where he suspected a secret bird's nest lay. The Unblinking Eye, the Johnson House. This was the house with the overly enthusiastic motion sensor light. It earned a little lightning bolt symbol and the warning label High Surveillance Zone, approach only after dusk. The Forbidden Territory, the empty lot, the abandoned lot next to the old library wasn't empty. It was teeming, untamed biome. Alex didn't draw the fences. He drew a thick green barrier of jagged lines labeled the Jungle of Perpetual Summer, home to the legendary three-horned beetle, which he swore he saw once. Alex meticulously measured the distance between driveways using a complex system based on steps, his own personal unit of measurement, the Alex foot. He determined that the distance from his mailbox to Mr. Peterson's award-winning rosebush was exactly 37 Alex feet, or approximately 1 minute of power walking. This was crucial data for timing his escapes during Capture the Flag. The map became less about accuracy and more about truth. The curb in front of his house wasn't just a curb. It was the launch pad for his scooter. The storm drain at the end of the road was the terrifying mouth of the gutter beast, a swirling vortex capable of swallowing baseballs and toy cars. He detailed every resident's vehicle, not by make or model, but by color and noise. The loud red truck that always backfired was marked with a fiery explosion icon and the text, "The Thundering Chariot." Mrs. Rodriguez's quiet, dependable sedan was simply labeled the Reliable Transport. The culmination of the project was the creation of the map's legend, a key to the block's secrets, known hidden treasure, the spot where the old dog buried its favorite bone, source of free candy, the house that always gives full-size chocolate bars on Halloween, the haunted mailbox, an old rusty mailbox that seemed to click on its own. When Alex finally lifted the finished map, covered in smudges, vibrant colors, and serious warnings, he hadn't just documented his street. He had translated it. He had taken the mundane reality of his block and transformed it into a personal, thrilling world of adventure and strategic importance. He was no longer just a kid living there. He was the block's official cartographer and chief Protector. His next adventure, Operation Map Validation, testing the speed of the Thundering Chariot against his own Alex foot measurements.